The Wellness Show, episode 194. Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyhson Banighen, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. Hello, and this is Tyhson Banighen with The Wellness Show. I'm the Illuminator, and welcome. Today we're having a return visit with Christy Warnick, and she's a spiritual intuitive and energy healing, and I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Energy healer. I'm basically a light worker, so I'm just here to connect with that higher source and to bring, I really like to transform people's lives. So I not only do the energy healing, but I mix in manifesting and the law of attraction. So I like helping with coaching and teaching that, especially with my STAR program. It's a life transformational program. But the sessions just by themselves, I have seen and witnessed and been a part of so many people's lives and they have experienced those miracles. You can look at testimonials in my posts recently there's just so much happening that people are actually, and the thing is that they're noticing the changes more so now than, some people might have before when they were still kind of skeptical about the energy healing. So more and more people are opening up to this type of work. And it's great because there's so much, the results are amazing when someone really opens themselves up to receive and to notice those changes, those differences. So that is what really, what I love about doing this is to helping people not only achieve that, but to actually to recognize that in their life, that change, that difference. And so I really I work with a lot of healer types actually, but I work with cats and dogs and any and all people. And so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. I have people in so many different countries that I work with. And that's the beauty of energy healing, is that you can be anywhere doing anything and you still, you don't even have to be connected to them on the phone. You can just connect with them spiritually through that higher source, and they still receive. And so that is the beauty of this, is that it can be done from anywhere to anywhere. You can even be on another planet and it would work. So yeah, but I have been.
Tell us a bit about your technique. You talk about them as stars transmissions. Is that how you refer to them?
I'm more of an alchemist. So what it is I have learned and been guided to many different techniques and modalities and just things that I'm just able to do on my own just by the guidance that I receive, and the fact that I open up to any and all possibilities and believe that anything is possible. It makes it more so possible for me to deliver that, but I'm just a facilitator. So when I trust in that highest source and those light, the beings of the highest light, anything, I just leave it open to anything as possible. I'm guided to the right questions to ask and guided to the right things to download and to provide. But like I said, it's coming from that highest source. So I am a facilitator of that. But I also have a weekly show on the Akashic Academy, at which you were a guest recently. So that's every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. But I do the sessions, usually hour sessions. I do have a half-hour session that I offer, but usually the hour session is what people are really more drawn to. But I also do Lightwave. I do Lightwave, so I'm a Lightwave technician or practitioner, so I'm certified in that. And I'm an angel alchemist as well. And like I said, I'm about to test to be a Reiki master, so that'll be next month. So I like to just mix and match so many different things based on, because everyone is different. So each session is customized and individualized for each person, because they each need something different, and I may be guided to do something totally different. But for the group healings, I usually do something that's overall, whatever I'm guided to, that will help the overall group, you know. And so yeah, so it's about really clearing out some things that are unwanted, unneeded, that are around you, and really just bringing in the positive downloads, whether they be beliefs and programs, frequencies, codes, symbols. There's certain activations and attunements that people can receive, and so it's just everything is energy. So it's fun to play with it too. And like I said, I'm just guided to what's best for each person individually, as well as when I do the groups.
So we're going to do a group session now, right?
Yeah, we can do a group, work on the whole group as a collective now. Anyone, and this works, and that's the other beauty of this, is that it works not only here and now for whoever's with us, but it works for the replays as well. And so it's just as powerful for the replays. And so because it gets infused and embedded into, and it's about intention, as you know, and so intention is very strong, very powerful, especially when you don't have a lot of things in the way, you know. And I've cleared so much out of the way that it leaves me open to where my intentions are very strong, because I set the intention and I just know that it's going to be done. And so by doing that, more things seem to happen, you know, and it happens pretty quickly. And like I said, I love miracles and magic and all that stuff, and I totally believe in that. So I like bringing that to people and showing them that it actually works.
So you're really a wizard in a dress, eh?
I'm just here doing whatever I'm meant to do. Yeah. But I like having fun with it as well, you know, and really inspiring people, empowering people. That's what I like to do. Because we all have it within us.
We're definitely on the same page, and as energy healers using multiple modalities. Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that for the listeners to remember, that both of us are gifted to be able to connect to source and really download or receive the guidance, however you want to interpret it, which is specifically for each individual that comes to us. And today we're actually going to do it for the group, mm-hmm. Which is even more exciting, because we don't really know what comes through, but we know that it's the best for all concerned. It's going to be the most benevolent outcome for all concerned. And so that's really quite exciting. And so we get to go to school too. The beauty of source energy is when you open you're up, you are the conduit, you're the channel. So there's not a lot of ego attached to it, and you're not sure what it's going to say or what's going to come through. So that's a bit of a background of what it is to connect to source. And both of us like to teach people how to do that for themselves.
Yes, exactly. We're going to, you know, do this for them today, but, you know, we can actually do a process at the end to kind of show them a few things that they can do for themselves, but really opening them up to this today, and so that they have that better connection, basically. And I'm actually going to do a clearing for their guides and their guardian angels and their higher self as well.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah. So, and as you know, there's so many different techniques and modalities and things like that, and you teach a lot of them, you know, and it's available on your Facebook pages. And so that's very valuable information for people to learn how to do. It's like all of my clients, I, in some way, shape, or form, teach them as I go along, based on who they are and what they're, you know, what they're really looking for. But, you know, just teaching them the simple muscle testing or dowsing, you know, that can really, you know, go a long way for them.
Absolutely.
It empowers them to get those answers. So I teach them about grounding and how to connect to that highest source, how to be in their heart space, and then, you know, get those answers so that they can test for things. And then that way, when they contact me, they can kind of have a better idea of possibly what's going on. And then that way, also when I do something, I can say, okay, now go back and check this, and they can actually check for themselves to see if that's true or not. And it's amazing how they feel when they know that, yes, hey, wow, that did work, and so they're able to check that for themselves.
Yeah, it really, we want to empower people to take back their personal power and to stand in their truth no matter what. And that's really learning how to manage your energy field. So these are all techniques that we'd love for you to learn and make them part of your repertoire so that you can, I mean, you have a shower. Why not have a spiritual shower periodically and clean up your auric field? So
even when you're in the shower, just imagine you can use the shower to clear your aura and your energy field. You can just intend for that and imagine that being like more of a, filled with that unconditional love and light, or the violet flame from Saint Germain, or whatever color you sense that or feel that you need that day for a clearing. You can imagine the water being that color and flowing all the way through you and all the way around you. So, I mean, there's so many ways to go about it that you can incorporate it so that you can say, there's no excuse that you don't have the time, because you can do this when you're standing in line at the grocery store. You can run energies all the way up to basically that highest source, all the way down to the center of the earth and back up again. You can imagine that light going up and down through your body, and that actually clears your body and really clears out the horror line, and, just gets things kind of moving, the energy moving. You can do that standing in line at the grocery store. It's very easy to do.
And not only that, you can do it for everybody in the grocery store while you're waiting as well. Yeah. So you can use your pendulum and clear what's around you. I mean, that's part of what it is to be an earth steward, is to be responsible for clearing up the energies around you that are not serving the most benevolent outcome for all concerned, whether it be the animal kingdom, the vegetable kingdom, or humans. It's your divine right. And in fact, we really encourage you to clear wherever you go. Mm-hmm. In the Ho'oponopono, they say, clean, 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 clean. Always do the Ho'oponopono to clean mm-hmm. up wherever you go. And in dowsing, it's like clear, clear, clear wherever you go. But don't forget to do that. So when you're running the energies for yourself, you can run them mm-hmm. for the body of humanity as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And any unwanted, unneeded energies around anyone, those can be cleared without their permission, as long as they weren't invited, So that's just helping everyone around you, and it's helping yourself as well. That way you're not picking up those energies. So you can just ask that they be cleared. And two, because permission is a very important thing with energy work, but you can ask for the person, if you're working with someone and you're really wanting to help them or intend something to go to them, it's not only their permission that you can get, you can ask their higher self or their soul, and that you can get permission from those as well. If those know that you have the best intentions, usually you do get a yes, you can help them. And so, that's always available.
Yeah, another way you could do it is you can ask Divine Mother. You can say, I want to broadcast this clearing energy in this area, and please allow everybody who's ready and willing to be able to receive it. So, mm-hmm. I mean, there are karmic aspects about some people are not ready to receive, and that's okay, but you can also put that proviso in that, if they're open and ready and willing to receive, let them receive, and if they're not, then it's not their time yet. But you can encourage that there always will be a time that will be appropriate in the future. So you could even set that up. You could say, but when they're ready to receive, please, Divine Mother, run these energies.
It'll be there waiting for them. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of fun. I mean, it's like, it's like having a little a medicine bag of tricks,
exactly.
of ways of doing it. Using colors or crystals or your imagination, and mm-hmm. but we really just encourage you to do it. That's really what we want you to do. Mm-hmm. And while we can help you do it, we really are more excited about teaching you how to do it. Yep. Whoever's listening, so that you can be mm-hmm. empowered.
So today, what we're going to do is just do an overall clearing, And Tyson, you can kind of join in with that if you want to clear out with me. And then I'm going to do some downloads and some activations and things, and really open them up to receive a little bit easier, a little bit better. And then I've got some accelerator images that I'm going to take the energy of them, and I'll explain what each one and tell you what they are. And then I'm going to send those energies out. And then we can, maybe talk about a couple of processes that they can do on their own to maintain these things. And you can offer whatever you have that'll help them to continue with learning how to do these things. But today really about getting them, enhancing these things so that they are that they feel a little bit more empowered and kind of open, and so that they are physically, as well as all other levels, able to receive a little bit easier and do these things and to feel that confidence too.
All right, take it away, Christy.
All right, so first we're going to always do a clearing first, because you always want to make sure that your space is cleared. And I've just set the intention for a sacred space for everyone who is here with us, everyone on the replay. Know that all the beings that are around me and that I'm connected to are of the highest light. So, and that like I said, that highest source, whatever that is for you, it's okay, because it could be God, source, creator, whatever it is for you. Some people it's the divine mother, some people it's the universe. It doesn't matter, as long as there's a higher source for you somewhere, then that's what you're going to get. And as well as and what I want to do also while we're clearing here, we're going to send out this clearing to everyone's guides and guardian angels, and like I said, their higher self as well. So we're just going to clear out that space in between and all around those as well, so that there's nothing, every part of them. I usually clear out the mind, body, soul, and spirit, all levels, all layers, all bodies. And so I'm just going to ask that all of that be cleared out for everyone, including their guides and guardian angels and higher self as well. And like I said, we can just send out these clearing energies now and ask that that be taken care of in the highest and best way. And if everyone that's watching or everyone on the replay can just take some deep breaths and just imagine just this white light swirling around them, and it's just clearing the space and it's just healing anything around them, the energies around them, and sending anything that is, like I said, is unwanted, unneeded, unwelcome. Those are just sent on up to the light. Okay, and I'm just going to ask that anything that would prevent anyone from fully connecting with their higher self or that highest source, that be uncreated, canceled, dissolved, removed, resolved, and healed now, along with anything that would prevent them from being able to really use their spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. And also, anything that would prevent those from being optimized for them, for their highest and best good. So we're just going to ask that all of those that can possibly be cleared out at this time, that be taken care of as well. Like I said, people can just take a deep breath with this and just release. And know that it's okay to let go of that stuff. I'm just going to use some light wave energies to clear out any residue left over from that. And they can go back and watch this and kind of get even more clearing as well. So we'll ask that any and all layers and levels come up to be cleared, and that their divine teams, whatever that is to them, continue to help with this in every way possible. Okay. All right. And also just to optimize their receiving of the things that they're going to receive today is, and first of all, what I'm being guided to do is to ask that if they have any guides or guardian angels that, or any of their God teams, whatever light beings that those are, that are of the highest and best love, light, and truth, because you really want them to be fully aligned with that highest source. So any that are not of that and that are not serving them in the highest and best way, we're just going to thank those for helping and send them. We're just going to send them on to do something else, and we're going to bring in and replace those for anyone out there that needs it with the best, like I said, the guides, the guardian angels, and their God teams that are of the highest and best love, light, and truth, that are fully connected and aligned with that highest source. So we're just going to ask to bring those in, and any others that are not aligned with that those be removed. Like I said, we always thank them because they usually have pretty good intentions most of the time. So we're just going to ask that those be removed and replaced with those that are fully aligned and connected with that highest source. Okay, I'm getting it good on that. All right. So, and like I said, to open them up to really receiving, I'm just going to ask that all of their systems and subsystems, because we have a lot of spiritual systems as well as not only just body systems, but we have a lot of other systems as well. So I'm just going to make sure that all of those are downloaded, integrated, and activated for everyone. That those are all fully connected to what is called the master controller, and that is fully optimal as well, fully activated, fully updated and upgraded to accept and to be connected to all of these subsystems and systems, and that all of this is aligned, all of this is balanced, and all balanced together for optimal, basically optimal function and connections and communications as well. Okay, I'm getting a yes on that. All right, so, and now we're just going to open up their receiving channels. Ask that the receiving channels be opened to what is highest and best for them. And that everyone is in the highest and best way for them, fully connected to and aligned with their higher self, and their higher self with that highest source, whatever that is for them. And that all of those are fully connected and aligned in the best way. And that each person and that highest source are the only co-creators of their reality. Okay, I'm getting a yes on that. All right, so now, see what I'm guided to now. All right, so I'm just going to ask that any of their clairs, which is their clairaudience, you've got the clairsentience, you've got the clairvoyance, the clairgustience, you've got the claircognizance. There's all kinds, and their intuition as well. So any and all spiritual gifts that they have, known and unknown, that are best for them to be enhanced and increased at this time, we're just going to ask that be done for them, that be taken care of in the highest and best way. And that any and all frequencies, codes, or energies or activations that need to take place with that. We're just going to ask that they receive those in the best way. Okay. And I want to do some downloads of some beliefs and some programs. And so what I was guided to today, I wrote down a list of them. And so I've got on here, because you really need that trust and that faith, especially in that highest source. So trust and faith and connection and being aligned and being in your power. And also any and all that are most beneficial for their gifts, abilities, and powers. Not only that, but their talents and their skills as well. So we're just going to ask that any and all that are best for those, including their intuition, I'm going to ask that they receive the best downloads, the best beliefs and programs that are safe and loving and healthy and beneficial and productive for them. So everyone may be different with this. So I'm just going to ask that you receive what's for your highest and best good. So those are being downloaded, integrated, and activated now, including those for miracles and magic and understanding and believing in instant healing. Also for creativity, that's coming in. And really the list of selves, because you really need that confidence with this as well. So I'm going to bring in confidence, but I'm also bringing in, let's see, we've got self-worth, self-trust, self-reliance, self-responsibility, self-discipline, self-respect, self-awareness, self-empowered, self-compassion, self-love, self-acceptance, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others, and also about being safe and secure and protected, and for abundance and for allowing and being supported and expressing creativity. So I'm going to ask that those be downloaded, integrated, and activated along with what I call it's kind of like the supporting belief. So it's I know what it feels like. I know that it is possible. I know that it is safe. And I know how to live my daily life, having and being these things. And so it's really the supporting beliefs that are best for each and every person individually, that they receive those as well. That all of these are being downloaded, integrated, and activated, aligned and balanced on all levels of the subconscious. Okay, and those will still come in, and I'm asking that those continue to come in. And also because I want to support them as well with any and all frequencies, codes, any kind of symbols, and anything else that is beneficial to support these, that those and energies that are down, for those to be downloaded, integrated, and activated. And for the beliefs and programs, you're also going to receive from that highest source the definition, wisdom, knowledge, truth, understanding, and perspective of all of those beliefs and programs, and that yours is the same. Okay. And any and all, I'm going to ask that any and all morphic fields, any and all frequencies, energies, codes, symbols, and anything else that is non-beneficial within their energy field now, that those be removed. Okay. And I'm going to bring in the positive morphic fields that are in alignment with all of the downloads that were just received for everyone, for all the selves, for all of the beliefs and programs, any and all morphic fields, which are energetic blueprints. So it really allows them to be in that space of having those things. So those are being downloaded, integrated, and activated now. And anyone who would like to receive from any kind of frequencies and energies from the archangels and from the ascended masters, I can ask that those be downloaded, integrated, and activated as well. And if anyone wants to put in the comments anything that they're feeling or experiencing at this time, they can do so and kind of let me know where you're at with that. And I'm happy to answer any questions before I get started with the accelerator images. So if anyone has any comments or anything that they would like to share as far as their experience so far.
Kareth Maharaj says that the universal energy is awesome. So great. Thank you for that.
Great.
And she's saying hello all. And let's see what else we have.
Oh, sorry about my dog there. She wanted to come in.
As well.
Okay, she's gone out.
And that's about it for now.
Okay.
So we can also make it available for a toll-free call-in if anybody wants to do that. Do you want to do that, or just
That's
move on?
fine. If they have a question, I can answer that. And I'm going to be doing these accelerator images here in just a minute. So if they have any questions, they can go ahead and be calling in.
Yeah, so if you'd like to call in, you can do so on a toll-free number in North America. And we'll just see if we can get that up on the screen. And I'll just repeat it where we can get it here. So it's 1-866-dowsing or 1-866-369-7464. And we're standing by for your call. And if you'd like to leave any comments, live comments, we can put it in the screen wherever you're listening to the broadcast. That's the other way you can communicate with us. And so feel free to phone in if you'd like to. And I'll see if I can find out how to put this on the screen. I think I can put it in the comments here, so we'll do that. So once again, it's 1-866-369-7464. Toll free in North America. Just put it in the comments on Facebook and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy Facebook page.
Okay.
All right. So
and
just
while
put
we're
that on the
waiting on
screen
that, yeah, there it is. And so while we're waiting on that, I'll be downloading and sending these energies from these accelerator images, and I'll show them on the screen, but I'll also tell you what they are in case you're listening on the podcast. The first one that I was guided to share with you is Atlantis Returns. It's the Living Ink, and it's wisdom, compassion, and power. And so this is what it looks like. And I'm going to download and integrate and activate this for everyone, and just kind of infusing these energies and for everyone that chooses to receive these, that it's for their highest and best good. This is for everyone live and on the replay. Okay, and the next one I have is called Escalation. It's the Arc of the Covenant Accelerator, and it's for faith and trust. And so this is what it looks like. So I'm going to send this out to everyone. The energies of this, I'm just gathering them up and sending them out. And these are accelerator images by Brian DeFlores is his name. Brian DeFlores, and he's with Lightquest International. And so that's where I learned Lightwave from, the technique. And so he has these on his website. So if anyone's interested in those, they can go to Lightquest International and check those out. But these have amazing energies, and I use them quite a bit, especially on the videos that I do, because they're really fun. And I got his permission to share them and to show them on screen. So so yeah, so these are really fun to work with as well, because they can be sent to groups, and so it's really good energy, raises the frequency, the vibration, and you receive these energies of these. And the next one is Unveiling the Mysteries. It's Metatron's Cube, Magic, Alchemy, and Resurrection. So here is what it looks like. And I'm going to send out these energies to everyone. Okay. And the next one, I have quite a few here. Metatron's Gift, and this is Merlin skills and spiritual gifts. That's what this one is for. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that with the right light. Okay.
No, they're showing very well, so not a problem.
All right. So I am sending these energies to everyone who chooses to receive.
I'm just going to post the toll-free number in case anybody wants to phone in. It's toll-free in North America. It's 1-866-369-7464 as Christy broadcasts you the energy.
And this is the last of the accelerators. After this, I have a couple of matrices I'm going to use, and then we can kind of go into how they can, use some of these techniques to help themselves. So this one is multidimensional subspace healing template. So it's for remote viewing and healing. So this is what it looks like. And I will send the energies of this to everyone. Okay, and then like I said, I have two that I was guided to that are matrices. These are actually holographic light wave matrices. And the first one I got was for assistance. So we're basically, it's calling in the assistance that they need in order to help them with enhancing their spiritual gifts, but also anything else that they're in need of at this time for assistance. So it's bringing in the assistance of those light beings to help them. And so that one, this is for assistance, so it's being sent out to everyone. Okay, and then the next one is for awaken. So this is to have, with the intention that help to awaken your spiritual gifts. And this is a holographic light wave for awakening awareness and connection. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to send this out now. Okay, and I usually wrap it up as far as the healing part goes with everyone just being filled with, inside and out and all around, every part of them, mind, body, soul, and spirit, all levels, all layers, all bodies, with unconditional love and light from that highest source. And I usually infuse in St. Germain's violet flame just to transmute anything else that's in there and maybe around them. So I'm just going to ask that that be flow all through them and all around them. And I'm just going to bubble, well, first of all, I'm going to cocoon all of this energy that they've received. So all the downloads, all the activations, all of that is being kind of wrapped up in a white light. So they're being cocooned, and that's being held in so that it can settle in and really integrate. I just want to make sure that everyone's multi-dimensional integration system is also open so that they can receive in the things that are beneficial for them more easily and effortlessly. So I'm just going to ask that that be fully activated and open for them to receive that, as well as their spirit access portal, so that their spirit can be more in their body more of the time and feel that. So I'm just going to ask that that be open and cleared for everyone as well. So this will really help them with, and that they're, and also that they have the ability and that help from these divine teams to ground any and all energies that they receive, so that anything that's coming in is more grounded for them. Okay. All right, and like I said, they can go back and watch this to get even more and kind of really strengthen these things for them. And so, and if I'm seeing what's coming in as far as, I usually bubble people. I put a bubble around them at the end now, and so it's, and what's coming in is that confidence, that trust, that faith, that connection, and knowing that they're safe, being connected to that highest source and power. So I'm just going to ask that each person receive this bubble around them of this energy. And it's coming through as a, right now as like a bluish color.
Interesting enough, because Spirit says blue light became brighter, so she's picking up on the blue light.
Yeah. So you're being bubbled now. That seems to, people really like that. They can, that usually they feel a shift with that pretty quickly. So I've had some really good feedback with doing that for people and helping them with that. Okay. All right. And so as far as them being able to do these things for themselves and really helping them, I was going to kind of turn this over to you for a minute and see what you have, you know, because I know you usually talk with people and kind of coach them with this, because like, you know, on your shows, you know, people can do this for themselves and you kind of walk them through that. So is there something that you have that will kind of help them even more with this?
Well, what you're doing is really, really beautiful, and I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart. I could feel the energy from the very beginning, and it just in waves and crescendos. On the personal level, using the short clearing as a way to learn what Christy's doing in a sort of a format that can help you learn some words that you can use for yourself. But of course, I really encourage you, like Christy would, is just to watch this video again, this show, and also feel free to copy down the words and use them, the ones that she's using. But if you head over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group and you go to the files section, there's one file that's called the short clearing. And it's a statement that's really pretty straightforward and simple. It starts off by stating your name, because that's how you sort of ring the doorbell in the universe. So you would say, I, Christy Warnick, or I, Tyhson Banighen, in my holy name, on behalf of everybody on this call. And then you can call on whoever you want. I love to work with call on Divine Mother, to call in any light beings that she would like to assist. Or you can be your light team or your source, or you can call the guys upstairs, or whoever you feel connected to. It can be archangels, it can be light beings, it can be totem animals. What I just call them your light team, and it's good every once in a while to sort of write down who's on your light team. And Christy, thanks for the changing of the guard for everybody's light team. That's really, really important to do that periodically. And thank you for thanking all those that served on the team, and so they can go on to help other individuals. And just one comment around that, as I really encourage everybody to have at least one guardian angel or light being who's actually experienced full body enlightenment on planet Earth. And the reason I like to encourage you to have that is that sometimes we have angels that help us, of which have never incarnated, and so their directions are helpful, but they're a little wonky for us in the third dimension. It's hard for us to sort of translate it. So if we have somebody who's been here, done it, can really help us understand what it means to operate on this dimension. And then the statement goes on to clear whatever you don't want. And Christy was using really good words about how to do that. So you're clearing what you don't want. You can say things like, I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair. Those are really good words to use. And then you state what it is that you want to clear. And then you say something like, throughout the multidimensional realms of my being, and then throughout all time and space and dimensions. And then it's nice to sort of end it off with the Ho'oponopono prayer, because everything shows up in your life for a reason. So it'll be, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And then it's nice to finish it off by making a declaration. And so you would say, I declare it so, so be it, it is done. So that's the clearing statement. You can use it for anything and everything, fill whatever in the practice that you want. And then, as Christy says, once you've cleared, you've made room in your auric field for new divine energies to come in. So don't forget to do that right away. Don't sort of leave it like a vacuum. You want to fill it with new divine energies.
Even if you fill it up with just unconditional love and light, you know, if you're not sure what to bring in, just unconditional love and light can fill any and all holes and spaces.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were saying love, light, and I like to say love, light, and tone. Those are really, really great ones to just fill it in. So, and that if you're asking a Divine Mother to fill in those divine energies of love, light, and tone that you need, then she will do that for you. She will find exactly the right energies to download. Christy had some great examples of specific things that you can download. Things like, for me, I love to download that I'm in the right place at the right time to make my next best step, those sorts of things. So you could be creative and feel free to add whatever words you're inspired to do. And then I like to, again, finish off with gratitude. So I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, which is honoring all that shows up as a way of learning. And then I declare it so, so be it is done. So clear and fill, clear and fill, clear and fill. And just make it part of your spiritual, you know, like Christy says, when you're having a shower, you can do this every time that you're having a shower, every time you get up and before you go to sleep. And don't forget a good dash of gratitude in there for what is already shown up.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so that, real simple. This is not rocket science. We keep it really simple. But believe me, it will change your world. Because you're taking
yeah, the more positive and beneficial and higher vibration things that you download yourself with, and just, you know, even with your thoughts and what you say and what, you know, and your intentions, you know, the higher the vibration, it's going to start to shift and change things within you, especially when you ask to receive what's for your highest and best good, or that's in alignment with, and you can just name whatever that is. And so the more you just, you know, because some days I'll just download myself with, okay, whatever is best for me today, I choose to receive. And so I'll feel things, kind of coming in and knowing that things are coming in. And so that eventually starts to kind of change and transform anything that is of a lower vibration. So you can actually shift and change things for yourself by just continuously and just consistently bringing in those higher vibration things, whether it be beliefs or frequencies or energies. On the homepage of my website or a list of frequency codes. I just put, I didn't, there's so many, but I just chose some to go on the front on my homepage of my website. And it gives you instructions on different ways to kind of play around with those and have fun. So they're frequency numbers, and you can print them out or write them out and put them in your pocket and in your shoe, or tape them to something around you where you see them, or in your cabinets, wherever, just to raise the vibration of things. And so those are really beneficial, and it's something that anyone can go to my website and just get those. And it's just ones for, like, the highest level of love and for joy, and all kinds of, just like I said, they're all very beneficial and positive frequency numbers that people can just kind of have fun with and play around with as well.
Well, thank you, Christy. That's wonderful. So there's lots of tools in the toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be complicated, but what we really want to do is encourage you to just do it.
Mm-hmm. And trust yourself. Some people aren't, I get all the time that they're not sure they're this or that, all this is coming up, but just have that trust and that faith. And if you do the clearing for yourself each day, if you just kind of do that daily maintenance, the grounding and the connecting, and if you're in your heart space, the more you're in your heart space, the more you're connected to that higher source, whatever that is for you. And that's where you manifest from, really, is when you're in that heart space. So many more things open up for you and are possible for you when you're in that heart space and you're less in your head. And so if you do that enough and regularly, you do receive, and you are fully, more connected, really. But you need to trust that space too. You need to trust that, that intuition. You've got to learn how to build. A lot of this it takes practice. It takes practice. So you have to do it and then become familiar with it, get comfortable with it to where you trust it, and just believe in it, and things will start to shift and change for you. And I also work with people, a lot of healer, like I said, healer types, but just anyone and everyone. I've had all kinds of things that I've worked with people for, but whether it's clearings for their homes, or, like I said, their pets, and doing healing work for those, but also individuals have noticed so many physical changes just from, working with me, but as well as, manifesting things in their life, whether it be a job, or, opening up to more abundance and miracles and things like that. So there's so many different aspects of energy healing besides just the healing, because it's all healing, but it affects and helps every part of your life.
Absolutely. And I must have put a plug in here. I have an online course for distant energy healing. It's with a 64-page book with a dowsing protocol from my master dowser teacher, John Living, and we will be going through that. And then moving on to some of the grandmaster dowsers. Most of them have passed on, but I'm fortunate enough to have their teachings available. So we'll go through about 6 master dowsers and learn how to do all this at a distance. So if that's something that you'd like to be involved, I encourage you to get involved in that. And to back to what Christy was saying, that's really, really important and exciting, is that when you learn to muscle test and you learn how to dowse, it's really, I call it training wheels for guidance on demand. And learning how to trust that guidance allows you to be aware of the synchronicities when they appear in your life, because you're in your heart, not in your head. And then your life has more ease and grace. And wouldn't that be wonderful for everybody to have more ease and grace in your life, so you're always in the right place at the right time? So we really encourage you to do this work. It's not complicated, but the gifts that you receive by doing it are just profound.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really about changing your thinking. Like people that think that they only receive things because they have to work hard, or it's hard for them to do this or that. It's really canceling out that old programming and knowing that it doesn't have to be that way. It can be easy. It can be more simple. It's just, you've got to stop overthinking it, and you've just got to make it more simple and easy. And the more you get into a new pattern, you create that new pattern, and the old patterns get replaced or transformed. So it's really about setting new patterns and really getting into that space of creating what you do want instead of focusing on what you don't want. So that's like, manifesting 101 right there. So yeah, so it's where your focus is. It's what your thoughts are and what you say. And always remember, and I do my best to remind people of this, the universe does not understand sarcasm. So yes, the universe has a sense of humor, but you need to be careful what you ask for and what you say, because you just might get what you say and what you ask for. So so be careful with what you say and what you think. And my husband's one of those that are, and then I just cancel it out in my head. I'm just like, cancel. And so, because he likes to kid around with people, and he'll say something and it's the opposite of what he means, but they know he's kidding. But it's just like, oh, okay, that you just want to say, okay, I can't just cancel that out. He didn't mean that. But so really understand that like I said, the universe, when it comes to sarcasm, especially if you're saying the opposite of what you mean and you're being funny, that the universe doesn't understand that, doesn't get that. So you get what you ask for. If you say it enough, it'll definitely show up that way. And then you wonder why things are going a certain way for you when you wanted it to go the other way, right? And so you got to think back to what you were thinking and what you were saying, and yeah, the more you make those changes, you will see amazing changes in your life. And also, the more you connect with that higher source, whether it be just going into your heart space and connecting and just talking, just saying what you do want, just kind of explaining why and how you want it, but you need to leave it open to any and all possibilities to the way that you receive it, but just putting out there your intentions in a positive way. And so that's going to take you a long way if you really, it's going to really help you out when you start really setting those positive, beneficial intentions that are in alignment with what you do want. And so and that includes your spiritual gifts. If you choose to be a healer type, if that's what you're looking to do, and you're looking to be healthier, or you're looking to help others, tell yourself that you can do that you're able to, and that you're ready to, that so the more positive and really confident you are of that, it will begin to show up for you that way.
Well, thank you very much, Christy. It's been an awesome show. Lots of content, lots of things for people to listen to again. We encourage you to maybe listen to this show a couple of times, and there's all sorts of activations in it, and tips and tricks and all sorts of things to help you show up and be more honestly present in the world, and shining your light instead of maybe hiding it under a bushel basket like some of us do. So, Christy, thank you ever so much for showing up on the show. It's always been a great pleasure to have you.
You're welcome. And thank you for having me. And I can put my my Facebook page and my website in the comments below here so that people can, reach out to me if any of this resonates with them, if there's anything else that they want to work on specifically. And my Facebook page has all kinds of videos that I've done. So there's plenty of healing opportunities there. And I always, post beneficial and, like I said, inspiring and empowering videos and posts and content in there. Yeah.
So why don't you just state it? So it's WWFB for Facebook.com/.
Yeah. So it's my website is www.christywarnick.com. So that one's pretty easy. So christywarnick.com. And then my Facebook page is facebook.com/Christy Warnick and the number 1. So Christy Warnick 1 is my Facebook page. Anyone can go there and like it and follow it, and all of my stuff is there.
All right, great. So thanks for being on the show, and we'll be in touch. And for those that want to know more about Christy, she's been interviewed on the Wellness Show before, so you can track her down. www.thewellnessshow.ca and listen to other interviews. And I've been on her show, and we're going to be sharing back and forth on the show. So Christy will welcome you back on the show with the latest updates. And we'll just say bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.
And leave in the comments anything else that even if you're on the replay, anything that you got from this, anything that you felt from this, or if you have any questions, you can leave it and I'll check back whenever I see that someone's commented or asked a question. And one of us will get back to you.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca. and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.